Okay, hi guys. We are done with our chapter 3, which is the hardest topic among you can say the whole form 3 lah. Okay. Now back to our chapter 4, where I will use one class to make you understand the whole thing. Okay, it will be a very good thing if you have a good knowledge in your geography scala. Okay, but if you don't have a good knowledge on that, it's fine. Okay, we will do the revision, everything, and go through it with calculation. It will be easier for you to understand by using that. Okay, so it's about drawings, right? So what I will show you, it's in front of you. Okay, you see me with a very cool head back to my form 5. I'm a Catholic high school kid back to like roughly 20 years ago. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, around there. Okay, around that. Okay, don't do the calculation of my age. Yes, it's around 20 years ago. Okay, now so back then, okay, this is the real me. Okay, so this is the real guy. Okay, the real actual Liang J. Okay, back then. Okay, so what happened is, because once I graduate, right, so my picture will be in. Okay, my picture will be in what? In a, you can say majalah sekolah lah, right? So student has been what? Okay, my student have been doing this thing. Go school and search for like whatever, what's it called? Whatever majalah, just go and try and search whether I'm inside the book or not. Yes, I'm inside. Okay, I'm inside. Go and search for it lah. Okay, which year you can find yourself. Okay, now so back then, if let's say I graduated, my picture will be inside. Okay, so there will be a picture inside and I'm inside. Okay, I'm inside with the full person inside lah. Okay, so what happened is, okay, because when you graduate, right, your teacher will allow your class to buy like one page so that you can put your graduation like words. Okay, so your pictures with your friends, everything, right? Okay, now so wait, why not I show you lah? Wait okay, got it. Okay, so you see my mom. Okay, my mom just entered the recording. Okay, never mind. Okay, back to this. Now, so let me show you like the whole case one more time. So in front of you is the actual me. Okay, the actual me. And I'll be featured in this very, very old. I don't want to show you which year is that. Okay, just want to show you only. Okay, so this is the majalah sekolah. Okay, so the majalah sekolah, right? You notice that I will be inside over here. Okay, let me show you. Okay, back then I'm in 5P1, by the way. Okay, I'm in 5P1. Here. Okay, so the real me is how many cm? Okay, let me show you how many cm is my real height. My real height is 177 cm. Yeah. Okay, so back to my 5P1 page, right? Long time ago. Okay, where is my picture? Let me show you my picture. Wow, it's like damn long ago. Oh, there, here. Okay, so this is the me. Okay, where you can see it or not? Okay, here. You see that? There. No. There. No. There. Here. Okay, never mind. I just point it again. That's the one. Yes. Can't see it. Yeah, can you see I'm pointing there? Yeah, that's me. Okay, it's like damn long ago. Okay. Now, so the thing comes in already. Let me do the measurement and show you. Okay, I'll take my ruler and we'll do the measurement and show you like the actual thing. So as I measure, right, the picture of myself, it's only how many cm? Whoa, it's very, very small. Okay, so I am only 1.77 cm. Okay, 1.77 cm. So the thing here is, if let's say you want to present in a scale drawing manner, okay, so what happens is we have two ways of presenting it. Okay, number one, we have the ratio way of presenting it, which is the official way of answering your scale drawing. So I put a tick there. And number two, I personally prefer students to use formula to settle your scale drawing, where I prefer the formula way of getting your answer. Okay, so I prefer this because you can do calculation. If let's say you do the ratio way of ratio way of getting your answer right. Yes, you can do that, but it requires a lot of like inner thinking. Okay, so you can do that. It's just that formula, calculation wise, you can do it fast by using calculator. So I prefer the fast way. So I will show you how I do it back then, how I understand them. Okay, cool. So now, of course, there are so many ways of understanding it. So because like different teachers, they have different point of view on how to solve it, right? It's fine, okay? As long as you understand the essence of how to do the calculation, go ahead, freely express your creativity on how to solve it, but make sure it's relevant and it's correct, okay? Now, so of course, if let's say you want me to judge it for you, just anytime, just message me, okay? Now, so back to this. Okay, now I personally prefer this. Okay, let me show you this. Scale in fraction format. Okay, scale in fraction format. Okay, you can use this formula called image divide by object. Okay, image divide by object. Okay, now the thing is, how if, okay, let me make it smaller overall so you can see them clearly. Okay, now so again, so I want to show you here, it's okay, one more time. Okay, see, yeah. So my picture, everything, 177 cm, and the picture inside the book is 1.77 cm. Okay, now let me put it nicely so you can see it. Okay, so you have the official way of answering, which is the ratio way. You have the better way of getting an answer, which is the formula way by me. This is how I solve it. But in your textbook, they did write that. Okay, so I personally prefer that. So scale in fraction format equals to image over object. Okay, so I will put it in a better manner for you to remember. Scale in fraction format, in other words, they will use this formula called K. K is actually scale in fraction format, equals to I over O. What is I? Your image. What is O? Your object. So students have been scratching like, hey, what's the meaning of image and what's the meaning of object? Okay, very easy, and let me show you. It's here. A very good example of it. Okay, so what is an image? Image is the drawing. Okay, image is the drawing. Okay, so in case you can't see it, so let me scroll it downwards a bit. You see? Can you see that word, big word there called drawing? Drawing is your image. Okay, now so what happened next is, okay, now be careful, you know, image is the drawing. So let me give you a good example of what's the difference of image and object. Okay, now imagine this. Let's say you're holding your phone. Okay, you're holding your phone. Now after that, what you do is you go into Google Map. Okay, so the moment when you open up Google Map, okay, this is what happened. Google Map, it's a map. Map is something that somebody draw it and put it into your very small little device, your phone. Okay, but imagine if let's say Google Map, you're trying to search, right, the road between your house to TDC Gasing, let's say TDC Gasing branch. So let's say, okay, in Google Map, it shows a very small lines, okay, lines. Like let's say the line is like very curvy and it's like roughly 5 cm. So imagine that 5 cm is the object or the image. It's the image. And the actual road that your parents send you from house to Gasing, the actual of let's say 21 km, for example, and that 21 km will be the object. Understand? So that's one of the example. Okay, let me show you another example. See. Okay, let's say I'm an architect. My ambition used to be that, but too expensive. I didn't go that. Okay, so an architect. So architect, they have this very big plan, right? Okay, so when they draw like all the what's it called, like one room, one master room, bedroom, everything, they draw it like very nice, and I'm so impressed by that. Okay, so all these things that happens inside, right? The drawing that architect do, that's the drawing, that's the image. Okay, so once the whole thing realize become the actual house, that's the object. Okay, you get it? You got what I mean, right? Okay, so I can say this that, okay, see, I put some information for you to write down. Okay, so if I mention image and object, so there will be some good example where you can use it. Okay, I'll be using like some red color pen to write it down. Okay, because now you have to know like a lot of like understanding on that. Okay, like again, map is the image, and the actual road, okay, the actual road that you are using, you are walking on it, that's the object. Okay, so like the example on that architect, okay, let's say architect draw the plan, the floor plan. Okay, so let's say your parents doing like renovation to the house. they have to draw like a floor plan, right? So the floor plan where they refer to build the particular renovation of the house, that will be the image because they draw it. When the actual plan it's already realized, okay, or maybe you can say the actual house. Okay, I put here the house. Okay, sorry, hard to see. I put it like down there a bit. Okay, the house, the building. Okay, the building. Okay, so that will be the object. Okay, so why not another example? Let me think of it. And let's say another example. Okay, why not just do it this way? Can you see if I say the word drawing? The word drawing. Okay, as compared to the actual. Okay, let's say, let me get a good example, like in a movie, for example. In a movie, let's say we talk about Batman. Okay, Batman. This movie called, never mind, I use Spider-Man easier. Okay, so let's say Spider-Man, the one that you see in the movie is like, whoa, jumping here and there, jumping here and there. So that's the actual Batman. Sorry, what Batman? Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man. Okay, so actual Spider-Man, that would be the what? Okay, that would be the object. So the one that you see in the comic, draw it on the comic, very nice one. Okay, people draw it on. That's the image. Okay, so you have to know how to differentiate it when you come to a particular sentence-based question. Okay, you have to know how to differentiate it. Okay, now so as you can see in my given example, right, I am standing 177 cm, so I'm the object. Okay, so I just put an O there to indicate myself, object. Okay, I'm the object. So the me inside, okay, the me inside the majalah sekolah, okay, it will be the image. So if I want to get the scale in ratio format, what I should do? Okay, so see, look at these two things. Because I say already, the actual official answer that you have to state out is in ratio format, where you have to state 1 to something. The n will be something now. Okay, so how you state that? Very easy. For me, I'll be using fractions. So what is your fraction formula again? Scale in fraction format equals to image divided by object. K equals to I per O. In your KBSM, which is now you are KSSM, right? In KBSM, I used to say S equals to I per O. S equals to I per O. So, but now scale, okay, I will convert back to K. It will be easier for students to relate when they come into like textbook. Okay, K is the scale in fraction format, and the answer is actually image over object. But be careful because we are converting into ratio in the end. So there's a few things in your form 1 that you have to obey. Number 1, ratio must be in the simplest format. Okay, simplest form. Simplest form means you already, how to say, simplify it into like numbers in whole number format, but you can't further simplify it. But you have to make sure something. Okay, in your scale drawing, they requires you to start with 1. Okay, so number 1, simplest format. And then number 2, okay, number 2, it must be the same unit, and preferably you use the smallest because that will be the easiest one. Okay, you see, I make it bigger for you. See, simplest form, but simplest form as in you have to start with 1. Okay, so for example, let's say 2 to 4. Okay, 2 to 4. Okay, 2 to 4. Let's say like this, 2 to 4. So if let's say simplest format, it will be 1 and 2, correct not? So can you see it starts with 1, so it follows like the correct scale drawing rules. Okay, but the thing is, how if my question is 4 to 2? Then when you simplify, you notice you get 2 to 1, right? So what happens? You have to make sure the front one is a 1, right? So you don't terbalik, cannot. So because originally 2 it's in front, so you have to divide by 2, divide by 2. Eventually, it becomes 1 to 1 over 2. Okay, so that's a few things that is a common sense that you have to know before we start up like the calculations, everything. Okay, so that will be like the next thing, smallest unit. Okay, same unit, smallest unit. Okay, now the thing comes in already. So I said that I prefer the fraction way, right? So now let me do the calculation at the side here. Okay, I will be following this thing over here. You see, okay, scale in fraction format. Okay, in your KSSM, KSSM, we will use scale in fraction, but back to KBSM. Okay, a long time ago, if let's say you are Form 5 now, you are using scale factor this word. Okay, in case you have brother, or maybe your brother is like looking at this video or what, right? They will say, hey, I thought this is scale factor. Yes, this is scale factor back then in KBSM, but now in KSSM, we will say scale, but I will add this word called fraction format. Okay, now so scale in fraction format, it will be image. And can you tell me between my actual height of 177 cm and the book, the Majalah Sekolah 1.77 cm, it will be what divided by what? Number one, you have to make sure everything is in the same unit, right? Can you see the same unit is actually cm and cm? Imagine if, let's say, the 177 cm, I put it as 1.77 meter. Then be careful, convert to smallest unit, which is cm. If there is meter and cm, then you have to use cm. Okay, remember that. Okay, but never mind. Because now we are in the mid of understanding it. When you come into a question, I'll give you proper instruction on what to follow. Okay, so now, but of course you have your creative way, go ahead. Okay, the best way is when you want to understand fully in your mathematics is where you have your own creative way, but provided acceptable. It fits the logics behind the whole mathematical concepts. Okay, so go ahead with your creative methods, but of course, because of our exam purpose, we need to gain marks, right? So I'll be showing you like how to gain like full marks using minimal workings. Okay, now so back to ours. So scale in fraction format, image, it will be 1.77, right? And it's a cm, it's fine. So same unit is fine already. So I don't have to put a cm anymore. Divide by the object of 177. So the moment when I put it this way, and I will straight away do the calculation 1.77 divided by 177, I know I can straight away simplify, but I just want to show you. Okay, so once I divide, okay, hard to see, right? Okay, once I divide, this is what you see. Can you see that? 1.77 divided by 177, you get 0.01, but I don't want that because I want fraction, right? So I press ABC. Okay, I press ABC. See, I press it, it becomes 1 over 100. Okay, the 1 over 100 I write down. So the moment when I write it down, the important thing comes already, number 3. Okay, so because y ratio and this fraction format, we can interchange it. Because in Form 1, ratio, it's convertible into fraction. Fraction you can convert into ratio. They are the same thing, but different way of interpreting it. So scale in fraction format is this answer. Okay, and your official answer, which is scale in ratio format, it will be 1 to 100. So it means my scale, okay, my actual 177 cm height to the 1.77 cm, what's it called? Picture in that Majalah Sekolah just now, okay, the Majalah Sekolah, okay, it will be 1 to 100. Okay, 1 to 100. So I'm 1 to 100 to the Majalah Sekolah. Okay. Now, so some of you might have this concern. Hey, sure, what's the meaning of? I mean, in how I see 1 to 100 is actually becoming bigger or becoming smaller. Don't care about that, because if you care about that, right, the more you try to understand it, the worse it becomes. So what we do is, when we know the format on how to get the correct answer, and that's the part at the end of it, I will start to educate you what's the meaning of bigger. In what case it will be bigger, in what case it becomes smaller. So when you understand it now, right, it kind of like, you confuse yourself. So you follow the steps on how to get an answer. Eventually, when I come to like probably like a few questions behind, right, I'll show you the actual way on how to understand what's the meaning of which one is actually becoming bigger or maybe becoming smaller. Okay, so I will show you that. Okay, now we already understand it in a creative way. Okay, so you notice that this is the important thing, but you notice that you don't have a proper steps to write the answer, right? Not now. I'm going to show you in the question. Okay, so now I will pause the video for a while. I will go to the question and use a proper way of handling using steps. I'll be writing step 1 what you have to do, step 2 what you have to do, step 3 what you have to do. Yes, it's very spoon feeding, and yes, this is to make sure you get full marks. If you have your own way, go ahead. I'm okay with your creative way, but provided it fits the concept. So if you want to check whether your concept fit, okay, whether your logic is correct, message me, Google Classroom, WhatsApp, whatever shit. Okay, so I will stop the video and let's proceed to the next part where I will start the calculation process in a proper step-by-step manner. Okay, cool. So let me stop this video first and let's go into the next video. Stop. Okay, you can see my mustache. Wait, end meeting. Wait. Okay, let's continue with our recordings. And just now we talked about like the idea on scale drawings, and I use my example as a as a way to understand the whole thing. Okay, but don't worry, now we will go into a baby steps of how to answer your questions, the type of questions that you get in your scale drawings. Okay, now of course you have your book with you, right? So now we will scroll down, okay, to the relevant page. Oh, by the way, okay, so in case you ask me whether there is a live session with you guys or not, okay, for skill drawing I'm not doing any live session, but the next upcoming chapters, okay, probably in your April week 1, I'll do that. Okay, I will do that. So stay tuned now. Remember Google Classroom and the WhatsApp group. If let's say you are inside, okay, please how say you have to make sure you are updated to the information given. Okay, so cool, let's continue. Now we will go down to I will go down to which site. Okay, let me show you. This is a notes where Tsinghua, okay, one of the tutor with me, my colleagues, okay, design the whole thing using like a few reference book together to design it out. Okay, so sorry. Now, as you can see, right, one of the very important formula, not to say formula, but the information that it gives, you see, can you see both of it? It's like scale, okay, but it's fine, okay, but it's fine. Can you see both its scale, but one is in ratio, one is in fraction, because ratio and fraction, this is ratio, this is fraction, okay, they are interchangeable. It's just that the suggested way of writing your final answer, it's always ratio. But for me, the Liang J way of calculating it, I will prefer you to use fraction because it will be easier for you to form equations to solve your questions. Okay, so I prefer that. But again, like I've been saying around, I say that if you have your creative way, you have your relevant workings, everything written down nicely, right? Go ahead, it's fine. And okay, I'm okay with that as long as you understand. Okay, cool. Sorry. Now, okay, I'll move down. Okay, I'm not going through all these things because these are things that you can read it yourself. Okay, the main thing is when I explain, you understand them. Okay, so you see, I have all the informations for you. Okay, Tsinghua take like so many initiative in designing the whole example, the explanation, everything. Okay, from different books. So thumbs up to Tsinghua. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, now, so move down to the questions that I want to show you. Okay, all these examples, please read it. Okay, of course, I will go straight, sorry, so many examples, you see, so you can read it. Okay, so I'm not using all the examples because you can read it yourself, but I will be using questions that Tsinghua stated there already, and so I'll be using those examples to show you. You see, so many examples, so good, very nice. Okay, now page 11. Okay, as for page 11, so you have to understand, okay, understand scale. Okay, you have to understand scale in ratio format. So you know that, okay, number one, scale in ratio format, sorry, I've been coughing a bit. Okay, it will be 1 to something. Okay, the something can be 1, okay, it can be 1 to 2, can be 5, can be anything. Okay, fraction also cannot. Now, so in fraction format, okay, fraction format, you will just take this thing, convert into 1 over something, right? Okay, so next, what I have to do here with you is, do you notice it's given the scale drawing? Let me go into the formula again. What is your scales formula? Scale formula, there is 2. Number 1, let's do the fraction format first. Fraction format, scale in fraction format, it will be image over object. I divide by O. Image is actually drawing. Object is the actual object, right? Okay, so now see, so they say scale drawing, it's given 30 mm. Okay, and the scale is 1 to 1/2. So for me, I prefer this way. Convert to fraction. It will be easier for student to understand an extra meaning as well. So 1 to 1/2 is actually 1/1/2. So let's don't talk about how to do the operations. I will just press it and show it to you. Okay, guys, 1 divided by 1/2. Okay, sorry. This is what you see. 1 divided by 1/2. Can you see it? Now 1 divided by 1/2. So when I press it, you get your answer as 2. Okay, you get answer as 2. So once you convert into the so-called fraction way of understanding, right? Can you see the 2 there? 2, it means what? It means 2 times bigger. 2 times bigger. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, so if you ask me whether something becomes bigger or smaller, this is how you decide, by using scale in fraction format. That will be the meaning of 2 times bigger. Okay, so now what I do is, since I have my scale in ratio in fraction format, I'll put here scale in fraction format is 2, and the formula it's image divided by object. Okay, so sorry. So what I do is, I will be stating it this way. My next working area, 2 equals to image 30 mm, 30 mm divided by object unknown. So I put X. So that's how you write a proper format, okay, a proper way of workings, so that you get your full marks. But if you want to use the ratio way to compare, go ahead, it's fine. I said that already, okay? So you will get divide. Always when you see a fraction, single fraction, you move the divide away. So you move the divide away, you get 2 times X, 2X equals 30. X equals to 30 divided by 2, answer is 15. So the 15, of course, you will follow the same, what's it called, same unit, which is mm. So in our case, the actual measurement will be 15 mm. Understand? Yes, this is our first question. Let's try it one more time. So after I go through using the steps I want you to follow, which is the fraction way of understanding it, then I will show you how you compare using ratio, so you can choose between which working you want. Okay, so let me show you the fraction way first. Okay, so one more time. So if I were to get the fraction way of scale, it will be 1/6. Okay, so that's my scale in fraction format. And again, what is the formula for scale in fraction format? It will be image divided by object over here. Okay, so now scale in fraction equals to image divided by object. So 1/6 equals to, it's given scale drawing, the so-called image. Okay, which is 49.5. You will put it on top, 49.5 divided by X, which is the object. And what you do next is, you will do your cross multiply, okay, because it's stated 1/6 there. So you do cross multiply, 1 times X is X. 49.5 times 6. 49.5 times 6. Answer is 297. So therefore, it's 297 mm for the actual measurements. Got it? So I'm not sure about this, because some students have been saying that, I mean, as in for the past few years, right? Students have been saying that, hey, teacher, I prefer the ratio way. But the thing is, students that don't understand the so-called ratio way, okay, it's fine. Use fraction. Fraction, it's an easier way to handle by using equations. Okay, because ratio, it requires like real deep understanding of your common sense. Okay, but don't worry, if you don't know the ratio, it doesn't mean you don't have the common sense or what. It's just that you are the same as Liang J, because I've been through that. I said that it's just that I'm designing a better way of presenting for you, a better way of understanding it. So students that you know how to use fraction, very good. You know how to use ratio, is very good. Very good, just go ahead. Very good, okay? But I'll still show the ratio way in a while, okay? So let me show you all these things first. Okay, this one no workings one. The scale 1 to 1, what it means? 1 to 1 means no changes to it. The answer is still 40 mm. Okay, so this is same size. Okay, same size, man. Okay, so your number 2, can you see your fraction is 1/6? It means smaller. Okay, it means from one object, when it becomes image, it becomes smaller. Okay, 6 times smaller, you can say something like this. So this is what? This is 2 times smaller. Okay, 2 times smaller, 2 times smaller. Sorry, this is 2 times bigger. So that's the meaning. Okay, so now done with the first part already. Wait, what happened? What happened? Let me see. Let me disconnect and do it again. Disconnect this, stop mirroring, and then go back to my screen mirroring again. Then you will be, yeah, you see it. Okay, so let me show you one more time in case you missed out some of the parts. Okay, so one more time, all the calculation, everything already stated nicely for you. It's just that just now I mentioned same, you see 1 to 1. Okay, look at the pointer. 1 to 1, it means same size. Okay, same size. And then smaller. Can you see your scale 1 to 6? When it becomes fraction, is 1/6. Okay, so use your fraction to decide whether one particular object, when it becomes image, it becomes bigger or smaller. Okay, so in this case, it becomes smaller. Okay, the image becomes smaller. This image becomes bigger. How many times bigger? 2 times bigger. Okay, that's the meaning. Okay, so done with the explanation, everything. So now I will be erasing off all these informations, all this info, and I will be handling this using the ratio way in case you like the ratio way. Okay, so the ratio way, it works this way. I'll use a blue color to state all these workings. Okay, you see how it works? Okay, you can see, right? Okay, cool. Now, if I'm not using the fraction way, but instead of that, I'm using the original ratio way to understand, it will be I to O. Okay, so that is the same thing. It's just that from fraction, you convert back to the ratio. So when you come to this, it will be I to O. So it means your image is 1, your object is 1/2. Your image has to be 1 in any case in your scale drawing. Any case, your image must be 1. Okay, it's a format in writing your scale. Okay, so in this case, image is already given. Oh, my sliver. Okay, never mind. Okay. Okay, now so back to this. Okay, sorry. Now, so if I were to state like the whole thing, right? So this what happened. So image over object, it's actually 1 to 1/2, right? Okay. So this thing, it's equivalent to what? Okay, let me show you the common sense behind. It means your image is given as 30, your object is given as you want to find it. So I put X. You get what I mean? So we are comparing it. You can see that. So once I compare, right? Okay, this is what happened. Okay, see. So this thing, do you notice it's a times 30 difference? So you do the same thing, you times 30. Okay, so you take your 1/2, you times with 30. Okay, just take your calculator and press everything, and your answer is actually 15 mm. Okay, so understand? So that's how it works. Okay, but if you were to convert into a better workings, right? Anyhow, eventually it comes back to fraction again, because this thing and this thing, when you convert, it's 1/2, and this thing, they are equal, right? Because once you simplify, it becomes this 1/2. So you just put 30 over x. It's the same thing, you see? So do you notice the working is the same? It's just that I pre-write it faster, way faster as compared to this ratio. So it depends on you one, okay? But I still prefer the fraction way because it will be like long enough for you to gain your full marks, okay? So you see, the whole thing done already, and so you just do your cross multiply. 1 times x is x, then 1/2 times 30, 15 mm is the same thing. Okay, so it will be the same as the second and the third question. But the third question, basically, you see this third question here, nothing special, and the answer is still 1. Sorry, the scale is actually 1. Scale factor is actually 1, the scale in fraction, and your answer is still 40 mm. So no point doing that. Okay, so let's move on. So now you already know that to make sure something becomes bigger or smaller, you use what to decide? Scale in fraction. That's a better way. Okay, way to decide whether it becomes bigger or smaller. So don't worry, your particular exam, they won't ask you, hey, your 102 is actually bigger or smaller. Don't care about that. It won't ask you and it will confuse you. Don't do that. Okay, I explained to you just for your understanding purpose. So don't go and try hard to understand all these things. Know how to get the answer by using proper steps. And where's the image point? Okay, where's the image you see? Image is over here on your left and objects on the right. Okay, so that's the important thing that you have to know. Okay, so move down to another question. Okay, now so these still under like very, very simple concepts. Okay, so I'll be moving down and do some drawings. Oh, okay. One of the students sent me a few scale drawing questions and stating that whether a particular reference book answer correct or wrong. So it will be better if I give you this video over here and you decide it yourself. Okay, because when you understand a certain thing, okay, I don't have to explain to you, you can understand that. That will be superb because it means you know the chapter better, way, way, way better than just knowing how to do it. Okay, you need to understand the chapter to make yourself like gang. You get what I mean? Okay, so we don't go by like blindly understand everything. Okay, so we just do it. We understand the concept. We know how to use the maths in your real life and everything. Okay, now so number one. Okay, let's try this one. Hey, no, not this. Sorry, it's this. Okay, it's just that it will be hard for you to see. So why not I just draw the picture out easier for you to view it. Okay, but it's not so clear lah. Okay, it's not half only. Okay, a bit weird. Okay, now so let's try. So I still prefer the what? I still prefer the fraction way. You see, 1 to 1/2. You want to use the ratio? Go ahead. I will be using the fraction way. So 1/2 is actually 2. 2 means it's bigger, 2 times bigger, guys. So which are the following ABCD in the scale drawing of W? Okay, which one is the scale drawing? It means who is the image, guys? Who is the image? So based on W, who is the image? Which is 2 times the W, 2 times. Can you see W heights? Okay, over here at the side here, you see? W height here, okay, let me make it bigger, you see? W height here is actually 1 unit. If let's say 2 times bigger, it means the possible ABCD will be A, B, and D. See out. 2 times, So look at the base, which is 4. If let's say 2 times, it means 8. So which one is 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. This one okay. 2, 4, 6, 8. It's okay also. So D wrong already. So now what you have to do is to check out the what's it called, the slanted line. Can you see this slanted line pass through how many boxes? Or rather boxes. I will just do it this way. Can you see this cross? Okay, this cross. Why not just point it using pointer? This slanted line over here. Okay, it passed through 1 box and 2 box. So if let's say you want to make it 2 times bigger, it means this particular line, you will extend another, you see, extend up to here. Can you see it will covers like this big of the rectangle, this big. So it means you have to this big as in the slide. So A is obviously wrong. So answer is B. Okay, so this is like one ABCD question, no working son. Okay, because this one happens in your section A, circle. Okay, cool. So this one, move it away. Okay, so why not we do a drawing? Oh, I found this. Okay, question before, we try this as well. Okay, so I cover every single questions that happens in the scale drawing. Okay, remember, I will use one class, just 1 week to handle scale drawing. The next class, I will be doing new chapter, and that new chapter, okay, most probably, I will write a proper live class on this Q&A session. Okay, can? It depends. Okay, so please update yourself with Google Classroom, everything. Okay, so I might do some changes to it, as in instead of recorded video, okay, I will need you to come to the live class, or maybe I will record it, ask you to read it, watch the video first before you come to the live class. Okay, depends. So stay tuned now, please stay tuned. Okay, so number 4, J is the J is the scale drawing image. J is the image. Stay there. Okay. Anyhow, the formula is what? Scale in fraction equals to image over object. Scale in ratio will be I to O. Okay, but let's see it out. Okay, so J is the scale drawing of K. So K is the object. Okay, on a grid paper, 2 cm times 2 cm. Okay, find the scale used. Just don't care about the 2 cm. It doesn't help. Okay, just by referring to the units given, the square grid units given, is good enough for you to find the scale. Okay, so look at the scale over here. Did they mention anything like they want you to write in scale in ratio format, scale in fraction format? The answer is, I already said, the official preferred answer is actually ratio, right? So I to O, right? Or maybe you use the fraction way, then you convert to ratio, it's fine. Okay, so image is what? 1 unit. You, of course, you compare height to height, base to base, hypotenuse to hypotenuse. Okay, so I'll be using the height easier. So image is 1 unit and the object is 3. Done. That's how easy is the scale drawing thing. Okay, so this is still under like section A, section B. I haven't go into section C type of question yet. That's different. Okay, so that will be different. So this one's still okay, and you can easily understand it. So it's a free like 1-2 marks. Okay, this question 4 over here is like 1 mark only. Okay, this circle thing is like 1 mark only. So it doesn't affects you in a very doesn't affect your very high marks or what. Okay, so still okay. Okay, now hey, let me see, what is this? Okay, now, so I will need to go down to what? Go down to question number 5. Okay, now we do some drawing. Okay, the drawing part. Draw each composite shape according to the given scale on the grid or blank space provided. Okay, I'm not doing B because B I need ruler. Okay, so if let's say you have a ruler, you can do that. Okay, now so I'll be doing sorry, question D question D. Okay, because C is I need a slide. Okay, so I don't have it. Okay, I don't have a ruler to do that. So you can try it yourself and you can send your answers to me and check. Okay, D. Now, as for D, right, 1 to 1/3. Okay, what you have to do for me is now. Okay, let's read the question again. Draw. It means you are getting the image, you are drawing the image. Okay, so it means you are given the object. You are drawing the image. Draw. It means image. So over here, the drawing will be image. The given one is the object. So it means, for me, I still prefer the fraction way. So the fraction way is like this. I will convert this into 1/3. Insert into a calculator. Your answer comes out 3. Okay, why not I just show you one more time. 1 divided by open bracket 1/3 close bracket. This is the one. Can you see that? Okay, wait. Yeah, see it already? Cool. So you press equal. Ding ding. Answer is 3. So 3 means what? Okay, because I say that when you convert into fraction, it will be easier for you to decide whether it becomes bigger or smaller. 3 means 3 times bigger. So the 1 unit here becomes 3 units. So anywhere, okay, as long as you have space on it. So 3 units. Use a ruler, please, and pencil. Because I don't have because I'm using a drawing pad, so it will be harder for me to like. Oops. Okay. Never mind. So please use a ruler, okay. So 3 units. Okay, good. So please, I'll use a ruler, use a pencil, everything. Okay, when you do drawing your exam. Okay, 2 units over here, it becomes what? Hey, 2 units 3 times, it becomes 6. So 6. Okay, and then the slide is like one slide, 1 diagonal unit. This is called a diagonal unit. Okay, a diagonal unit. Okay, why not I just spell it? Diagonal unit, guys. Okay, diagonal unit. Okay, but you don't really use it now. Okay, it's just that I tell you that's called diagonal unit. Okay, by the way, still remember this slide over here? Okay, still remember this slide? Is this slide considered a diagonal unit? No, this is not diagonal unit. Diagonal unit is when you pass through a square. Okay, you pass through a square like this. This is diagonal unit, different. Okay. Now, so go back to our question. Here. Okay. Now, so 3 times, guys. 3 times also 1, 2, 3. Please use a ruler, use a pencil. Okay. I'm not using a ruler and pencil because I'm using a drawing pad. Okay, drawing pad on a electronic device, so different. So 3 unit downwards, 3 unit slide. Okay, then please state it nicely. If there is a P over here, then you put P prime. If there is no, to write. Okay. So if let's say there is cm over here, I have to state cm. Okay. A 90-degree symbol there. Let's say there's a 90-degree here, then you put a 90-degree over here as well. Okay. But don't have, don't care. Okay. Can so drawing done. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Done already. Okay. Now let's handle some longer questions. Okay, longer questions. Okay. Hey, wait. Why is it stuck? Wait, why is it stuck? Okay, cool. Now, so question 6, huh? Okay, let's start. The figure below shows a scale drawing. Figure below shows scale drawing, STUV, scale drawing, guys. What is scale drawing? Scale drawing, image, drawing, image. So the other one is the object. Okay, got it? So, A, determine the scale used to draw S prime, T prime, U prime, V prime. The apostrophe on top is actually, it's pronounced as, I mean, as in when you come into like mathematics, we name it as prime instead of apostrophe, okay? Prime, okay? So scale, again, the official answer I see already is in ratio, right? So our ratio scale, it's I to O, and your I must be 1 and your O must be something, okay? Then it says, I 2.4 meters is to object of 0.4 meters. But of course, if there is ST over here and ST over here for you to compare, it's fine. Okay. If let's say there is a 3.6 and this thing over here for you to compare, it's fine. You can use that, but it's not given. It's given only one side. So I'll be using something where both sides you have it on. Then you'll be able to get a scale. Now, so I will take away the same unit. Of course, it is if let's say one of the image or object is stated as cm and the other one is meter, then you have to convert to the smallest units. Remember, smallest unit. Let me just scroll it back to this part and show you. You see, I wrote that beforehand. Okay, always state in smallest unit. Always state that because it will be easier for you to handle your calculations. Okay, I already designed everything nicely for you. Yes, it's very spoon feeding, but please apply your creativity. Okay, whenever you do your questions, go ahead with that. Okay, so I like creativity among students. Okay, now so 2.4 to 0.4. Oh no, how? So what can you do? So it's fine, okay, so you make the process easier, just take the whole thing times 10. Okay, this one times 10. Okay, of course I know you have better way to handle that. It's just that I want to do it like, if I say there's weaker students to understand, right? So I times 10, it becomes 24 and 4. Okay, so I'll just put it over here, 24 and 4. But is it correct for you to handle it this way? I mean, state it this way for your scale. Of course, no, right? So what you have to do? Okay, so you have to write. Hey, wait, did I write it wrongly? Oh, so sorry, guys. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Okay, it's a mistake by Mr. Liang J. So sorry, guys. Okay, can you see it properly? I mean, as in, can I see it properly? Scale drawing is the image. Okay, I read again. Below shows a scale drawing of trapezium STUV. So the one with prime is the image. I'm so sorry, guys. Prime is the one which is image. Okay, no wonder it seems so weird. Okay, so image is 0.4 lah for this case, then 2.4 meters. So sorry, guys. Meters, take it away. And now times 10, it's 4 to 24. Now it seems good. Okay, I'm so sorry again. Okay, so you just simplify it now. Okay, so you just simplify straight away, or you want to convert to fraction and simplify, it's the same thing. Okay, so that would be the answer. Okay, then by using your scale, or you want to use your scale in fraction, it's up to you. Find the length of side T prime U prime. So this is the image, guys. So again, I still prefer the fraction way. So this thing, 1 to 6, is actually 1 over 6. So the fraction format is stated as image over object. So it means 1/6 equals to, let's find the TU that I want to find now. You see, T to U. So this is the image, this is the object. So I'll be stating the T prime U prime on top, and the 3.6 I'll put it below. And remember, I'm using the same unit, meter to meter, cm to cm. If there is a cm and meter, everything go for cm. Understand? Then your answer comes out cm as well. Okay. So now you do what? Of course you take this, you throw it over there, okay, to times it, then you get the answer already. So T prime U prime equals to 1/6. So sorry, I need to use a calculator. So 1/6 times with 3.6, your answer is 0.6. So done. That's your answer in meters. Ta-da. Okay, so done with this. Next part C. Find the length of side ST. Okay, guys, you can handle this yourself. I will skip this. Okay. So no. We will go into another questions. Okay. Question number 8. Question number 8. Okay, right after question number 8, I'll be doing another question and I will stop, and the whole chapter officially done. Okay, and remember the rest of the questions you have to do it. Okay. I didn't spam you with too many questions. Okay, all the questions over here is like very relevant to your exams, of course. These are the type of question where how they ask and how you answer using the correct steps. I stated nicely for you. Okay, you look at this sentence based. Okay lah, we can consider this as a hot question. Okay, but still this hot question over here doesn't really kill student because it's finite. Okay, the whole process is like, okay, everything is under control using my steps. Okay, the figure below is a scale drawing. Whoa, image, the figure below, read it properly. If not, later I do the mistake again. Okay, so this is the image, guys. Okay, this is the image. And by the way, is it possible to be a cell that big, 38 cm? Impossible, right? Okay, now, so never mind. Okay, just read the question can already. They will state it nicely for you. So that's the image. The animal cell is drawn by microbiologists on a scale of 1 to 1/100,000. Whoa, I don't like ratios. So I will straight away convert into step 1, ratio, convert to fractions. Okay, so whenever you do your like sentence-based question, I prefer that. So 1 to 1/100,000, you will convert into 1/100,000. Okay. So after you type everything, your calculator actually quite obvious on the answer is actually this one. Okay, so it means they draw the animal cell into 100,000 times bigger. Holy. Okay, then find the actual length of the animal cell. Actual length means like very small, okay? But never mind. Okay, look at the steps. Number 1, convert your ratio into fraction format. It will be easier. And you know you have to select you have to select scale in fraction format, which is the formula now, equals to image over object. So you know this answer, the answer is actually 100,000, right? And you know the image is given here 28 cm. And don't forget, okay, I'll use a red color pen. Always use smallest unit. Okay, so smallest unit as in, you don't say something like, hey, the smallest unit that I see over here in mathematics is mm, so I use mm forever. No, it depends on question. Wow, very thirsty. Okay, now so you always sorry, Oh, I've been speaking the whole day. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45 recordings. Oh, boom. Okay. Where am I? Okay, 28 cm is the image, right? And just now, before I continue, I say that always insert smallest unit into your calculations. Okay, so I say that smallest unit is not always mm in mathematics. Okay, because it depends on question. Like our question 8 over here, besides seeing 28 cm this unit, there is no other units given over here. So you don't change anything. Continue with cm. It's only if in a particular question, let's say question 8, there is a cm and there is a mm, then you always go for mm. Understand? So this case no need, because there's only one unit called cm. So object is not given because you are finding the actual the object. So you put x. Okay. So what you do next is to move the x over, because whenever you see single fraction, you see single fraction, move to divide away. So 100,000 x equals to 28, x equals to 28. 28 over 100,000. Still, I'm pressing the calculator and show you. Now, if you don't know how to use that, you want to make sure you get a confirmed answer, just hunt them into technology. It's fine, okay? So make sure you like, okay? Or there's one thing already. Nah, so this is the part where student gets stuck. Can you see this? Can you see this? 28 divided by 100,000, you get 2.8 times 10 power negative 4. Oh no, what is this? Chapter 1, I know, chapter 2, significant figure and standard form. This is standard form. So how you press? Okay, now let me show you guys. See, can you see this? Okay, so you press shift eng. Okay, let me show you again. Shift this button, and eng is over here. Shift eng, shift eng, until you get a 0 for the power here. Then you get the answer already. So the answer is 0.00028 cm, because there's only cm here. Got it? This is the proper steps on how to do it. From a ratio, convert to fraction, and after you convert to fraction, then you insert into the formula, and the formula of the scale is actually image over object. Then you can solve it already. Okay, so one last question, then we will cut off and down with the chapter and spam the questions inside this book. Okay, so down. Oh, wait, let me see. There's maps, there's floor plans. There's one question I want to show it to you. Where is it? That's the one. Question 6. Question 6. See. Okay, look at my question 6. Oh no, the screen is already stopped. Why? Let me try again. So many things happen. Okay, now so screen. Okay, come back again. Okay, now so let me go back to the page again. So in case you missed out the workings, everything. Oh no. So if let's say we have this live class, right? If let's say suddenly this thing go wrong, right? Just go into the live chat, right? Just raise your hand. Okay, you will know what's the meaning of raise your hand. It doesn't mean you go into the video and you raise your hand for me. No. Okay, because there's a function in Zoom. Okay, I'm using this Zoom live app if we are doing live. Okay, so you just press the raise hand and I will see it. Okay, this is your answer, you see. Okay, so that's how you press it. And of course, just now you see my calculator on how I press already, right? So remember, Okay, now down to the question I want to show it to you. It's over. Okay, it's very hot. Okay, question 6. Okay, question 6. I'm sweating. Whoa. Okay. Now question 6. A triangle with length of its base of 16 cm and a height of 12 cm. Oh, a triangle with, I'll just roughly draw it, okay, because they didn't specify what kind of triangle is that. Okay, so let me do it this way. Height 12 cm and the base 16 cm, and hypotenuse. Okay, I simply draw it. Okay, roughly only. Okay, whether it's a right angle triangle, I'm not sure. Okay, so just simply draw. Okay, as long as it shows a triangle with relevant height and base. Okay, and then the scale is given 1 to 1/2. Oh, very nice. Very nice. So number 1, take your scale, convert to fraction. 1/2 is actually 2. It means 2 times bigger, guys. And number 2, okay, calculate the area in cm square. Can you see it's actually cm, so no changes to the units, okay, of the scale drawing of the triangle. So they say they want to get the image, so it means object is given. The one on top is actually object. Okay, so let me try this. See, don't ever convert to area. If you convert to area, you have to use a different formula. So don't do that. Continue with your length. Okay, use length to handle everything. Use length, use length, use length, use length, use length, use length. Okay, don't convert to area. Okay, don't convert to area, because area you need a different formula. Okay, now so because in your textbook they didn't specify on that area kind of calculation, so I will just keep that area calculation. Okay, in case you encounter questions like this, right, you ask me. Okay, but anyhow we will convert to length calculation, length, length. Don't convert to area first. At the end, when you get all the relevant length, then you convert into area answers. That will be the last part. Okay, so your scale is 2, your image is on top. So image is what you have to find. You see, image is unknown. And the object, I'll just take either 12 or 16, up to you. I will do 2 times, okay? So I'll put 12. And of course, you can see in this particular question, there's only cm. So you don't have to convert to the smallest unit. So everything is about cm, okay? Great, very hot. So take this, move here. 2 times 12 is 24. So x equals to 24 what? cm. And repeat the same thing. 2 equals to x over 16. Move the 16 over, x equals to, if you don't want to put x, you can put y lah, because you use x already ma. So 16 times 2, you get 32 cm. Okay, after you get this, everybody, you already get all the relevant length, right? So now, number 3, your final answer comes in. Now it's the part where you want to get your answer in area. So 1 over 2, triangle's area, 1 over 2, don't forget, times 24 times 32, la la, you get the answer already. 1 over 2 times 24. 1 over 2 times 24 times 32. Answer is 384 cm square. Okay. Why not I show you something with different length so you know what I'm talking about. Hi, found it. I remember, I go back to the map question, then you will know already. Okay, everybody, the map questions is here. Okay, I'll do it faster, very fast. Okay, so standard number 1, convert your ratio into fraction format. It will be easier. And then number 2, you will take your formula, which is scale, in fraction format equals to image over object. And number 3, you can get the answer already. It's that easy. Okay, the actual distance between Kuching and Cebu. Whoa, actual means object. It's 320 km. Ooh, that's a km. Oh, that's a km. Find the distance within these 2 cities on the map with a scale of, oh no, I see a very big scale. Alamak. So never mind, I just put my formula over here. So 1 to 4 million. Hey, extra 0. 4 million. I will convert to 1 over 4 million. 4 million. So once you get, wow, this scale is a very, 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 very small, right? Because I say that when you convert into fraction, right? If your fraction is here, your scale in fraction format, if let's say it's a whole number like 2, like 10, it means 2 times bigger, 10 times bigger. Imagine like 1 over 2, it means half. 1 over 10 means 10 times smaller. 1 over 4 million. You know what I mean, right? Okay. So number 2, obviously it's length, so we have to use our standard formula. Okay. So standard formula, 1 over 4 million equals to image. It's not given because look at this word. Find the distance within 2 cities on the map. Map is the drawing I told you earlier, right? So image is on top. So on top, okay, so I don't want to get that, so I put X. And then when you place your object 320 km inside, this is the part where I say always. I have to write it one more time. Always use the smallest unit. Smallest unit. So your 320, it's km. Convert to what? Please convert into cm. So 320 km, you want to convert into cm. So let me ask you guys, km to cm, it's how many zeros? Okay, so this is how I handle. You see how it looks like. Okay, now wait a minute. Wait, let me accept a call first. Hey, 等下一下子啊，其实我在做 recording，哒哒。OK 啊，等我 call 你啊。OK, bye. Okay, everybody. So go back to our calculation. Let me see. Okay, and 320 km. Okay, this is how I handle. In case you really don't know how to handle this kind of like changing unit stuff, right? Okay, you see how I handle using the primary way. Okay, so number one, you have to know because I used to be like very big one. So I've been creating weird, very childish way of understanding so that eventually I understand maths. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you all the childish ways so that suddenly for weak students like me, right? I used to be very weak. I told you that. Okay, so these are the tools that I use to make myself better. So I'm giving you all these things. Okay, so now back to this. Comparing km and cm, you see how I convert. Comparing km and cm, number one, who is the bigger unit? Obviously, km it's bigger. So I put bigger. Cm it's smaller as in unit wise, right? So, okay, wait. Luckily, I see the screen just suddenly stops already. Okay, never mind. I will just stop mirroring. Why this happened to me? Why? Okay, now so you can see it already. Very good. Luckily, I see it. Okay, km and cm. Km is bigger as in unit. Okay, and then cm is the smaller type of units. So when you come into the number, right, it's a direct opposite of it. So if the unit is big, then the number will be very small. If the unit is very small, it means this will be very, very, very big. So it means you have to take your 320 times with something. And the something is how much? Okay, listen carefully, and look at the screen on top and listen carefully. Okay, see, cm, in order to go into km, you have to pass through meter, and then only you come into km. So number one, don't tell me times or divide. I don't care about that because I already say I'm a weak student. My logic sense, how to deal it, how to link everything in a very fast way. I'm not this kind of student. If you are this kind of student, you are the same as me. And now I'm teaching you, it means I can handle, you can handle as well. Got it? Okay, so if let's say you are smart, very good. Okay, I'm not the smart one. Okay, it's just that I'm more elder than you. I learn more things. That's why I can teach you, right? Okay, so weak students, please. Okay, I'm weak before I can teach you. I can teach like smarter students. Why not you? Okay, right? So let's understand it together again. So cm to meter, it's a 20 difference, right? So meter to km is a 30 difference. So how many zeros are there? Don't tell me you don't know count. Okay, quite obvious. There's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, right? So tell me, 320, you would add 50 lah. Then you get the answer already. So you just put it back. Okay, 320000000. That's how you convert. Easy peasy. So back to this. There's a shortcut, man. There's a shortcut. How many zeros over here? Cut it off. 6. How many zeros over here? 6. Okay, on your left side there is 6, and the other side you cut 6 as well. Okay, so follow the zeros. If let's say on your left side over here you have 5 only, then the other side you have to cut 5 also. Okay, so that's a shortcut, man. So now 1/4 equals to x over 32. Cross multiply. Hey, don't do that, waste of time. Take a 32, move there can already. So x equals to 1/4 times 32. 1/4 times 32, never mind, use a calculator. Okay, 1/4 times 32. Answer is 8. Okay, so you got it. Your answer is 8. Okay, 8 what? 8 what? You are using cm, the smallest unit. Of course, 8 cm. Okay, how can you put cm and eventually come up km? Possible, right? So you go back to cm again. Done. That's all. Every single questions that you have to understand under scale drawing done already. But of course, there is plenty of different type of, not to say different type, but different way of asking it, but the type are, they are the same thing, okay? So what you can do is you can go through all these things, answers, oh, wait. Okay, so so there is answers beside, you can check it yourself. You don't know, please spam me through Google Classroom, okay, spam me through WhatsApp, okay, I can give you my WhatsApp number. So that's my WhatsApp number, okay, so spam me there. If I didn't answer you, spam me again, spam until I answer you, because I have so many videos to record. So if I missed out, so just spam me, okay, once I see it, I will say I'm recording or what, okay? So eventually I'll answer you, don't worry, okay? Now, so I'll stop here. So April, week 1, we will see you in the new chapter. Okay, please handle the whole thing. The whole thing, you have to finish it off. Okay, so I will stop here now. Stop share. And stop share. And